Hi everyone, this is Admin Mari of Attack on Heroes, and I'm here to talk to you guys about the writing aspect of our project. When we first started off during the AoH, Julia came up with the plot and slowly we made it grow from there. We added ideas, added OCs, so on and so on. We had things fleshed out to a certain degree, but once we came back together in December and rebooted the project, we realized we hadn't really fleshed things out. We still had a lot of world and character building to do. We took the original basic plot, Aaron goes to the Legion Training Academy and fights Titan, and kept it at that until we fleshed out the characters. This time, instead of focusing on plot, we started focusing heavily on character development, and to be honest, I think that made a world of difference. All the OVAs you'll see this season come from us talking about character and just trying to figure out our characters and all that. We didn't go straight into the main plot, but rather we wrote about our characters first so we knew them well before we started the main story, and not only was it fun, and you can see our fun in our writing for the OVAs, I'll leave it at that, but it made writing dialogue a whole lot easier. So that's one thing that we did this time around that we fixed and ended up helping us a lot. So once we got comfortable with the characters, we started working on the main plot. We kept certain things from the original series, but a lot of things were brand new or were discarded ideas from the first series. For example, in the original series, Farland and Isabel were slated to appear in Season 2, and we went through a lot of ideas with them. I was thinking, well, maybe they were police detectives, and then they became reporters. At one point, I thought, well, maybe they're Legion people that aren't there anymore. And we ended up reusing that idea, and they're actually going to be in Season 1 of Attack on Heroes Resurgence, which I'm really happy about. I love Isabel and Farland so much. So that's one idea that ended up making it into Resurgence. And the same goes with scenes too. One scene that from the original series that we kept but changed was Aaron, Mikasa, and Armin being reprimanded after their assessment test goes awry. And oh my gosh, I'm really excited to hear that voice. You guys can read it on the screen right now, and I'm really excited for that. Before we started scripts, we plotted out the entire first season and laid foundation for Season 2, which we're currently working on right now. The first thing we do when we're making episodes is we make an episode summary and plot out basic events just so we know where to go. Then in the script, we flesh out these ideas and add them to our outlines or, cut things. It happens, unfortunately. Although we both work on the scripts, Julie and I switch off on being the main writer, and I'm putting that in quotation marks, and then being the main editor, also in quotation marks. Which is why you'll see our name switch around on the written by credits if you look at those really closely. So we work in Google Docs, so we're both able to work at the same time and more easily edit each other's work. Julia likes to watch me write and says that the words magically appear on the screen. She just likes that, just don't call her out on it, Okay, so once the script is finished, we'll go on to the next, but we won't mark anything as finalized until we have a Skype call and do a read-through. During these calls, we'll change phrasing, cut lines, etc. It's mostly to make sure the script sounds good out loud and to catch any mistakes. I'm not lying when I say we catch most of our screw-ups by hearing them. It's really helpful, and not to mention it's really fun. So once we read through a script and we're satisfied with it, we'll mark it as finished and it's ready to go. The last thing we did this time around that made a huge difference is that we loosened up a lot. Back when we first started, there were 40 plus audio plays and all of them were clamoring to be the best. We were in a high-stress environment and super dead serious. I'm not even joking. It was bad. Now we're a lot more fun and we joke around a lot in scripts and plotting, and it saved us from getting too worked up, honestly. We're not afraid to be silly, and it made this project a lot of fun to write. So I hope you enjoyed this video and got a few laughs out of it. Be sure to check us out when we release Resurgence.